A vibrant couple is having dinner in a popular restaurant in a Danish town, but despite their not-so-young age, awkwardness reigns at the table between a man and a woman. Dennis, 38, tells the blonde about his career as a bodybuilder, admitting that he earns nothing and has to live only on the salary of a security guard. All this makes the girl bored, and soon the couple separates. Dennis doesn't even see his girlfriend off, but goes straight home. No matter how Dennis tries to keep quiet, he is met at home by a woman who always has an interest in him, his elderly mother Ingrid. The old lady is not happy that her son has returned so late, and all this time she has been unable to reach him, so the closet man hesitates to tell her about the date and lies that he spent that evening with a friend at the movie theater. Such an answer does not please the stern woman. She runs after her son, demanding a proper apology. Once again feeling guilty, Dennis asks his mother's forgiveness, but shut in his room, the boy is sad from her constant tutelage. In the morning, the jock goes to the shower, but that doesn't stop the old lady from going into the bathroom to relieve herself. The Petersens have breakfast together, too, and at the table the old woman makes sure that her son notices her bright dress and compliments her. After breakfast, mother and son go to the restaurant to meet their relative Bent's new Thai wife. The boy has to check the door several times to reassure his mother. Bent introduces his companion to everyone and promises to do everything to make them happy, but the girl only smiles without understanding the language. The party is very cordial, and only Ingrid keeps glancing suspiciously at her son while he is enjoying himself with the other men. When they return home, the inseparable Petersens gather at the bathroom sink to brush their teeth and discuss the day. The old woman makes no secret of the fact that she does not believe in the happiness of the young and considers the Thai woman an unworthy match for Bent. Dennis spends the next day at the gym, but his thoughts of loneliness never leave him. After the gym, the boy goes to visit Bent to help him uproot old bushes in the garden and to find out more about how he met the young girl. Eager to help his nephew, Bent gives him Pattaya guidebooks. Dennis spends the whole night on the internet researching information about Thailand and choosing the right trip and hotel. Upon arriving at the gym, the jock turns to his old acquaintance and informs her that he is canceling their date because she is not his type. The girl doesn't seem to care one bit, but the guy feels more confident and he has a great workout with a smile, admiring his muscles in the mirror. At dinner, Dennis tells his mother that he is going to Germany for a bodybuilding competition. This pisses off the old lady and she leaves the table, accusing her son of abandoning his chores. All the next day, the boy tries to make amends. He cooks his mother breakfast and constantly listens at her door, but the old lady never leaves her room for a minute, unwilling to forgive her brash son for disobedience. Dennis packs his things and the day of departure arrives, but Ingrid does not even get out of bed to say goodbye to her son, hoping that he will change his mind. She manipulates the boy in every possible way, but despite this, he goes to the airport and flies off to Thailand. From the cab window, Dennis sees unfamiliar landscapes and the bustling streets of Pattaya, where many young girls are walking. The guy checks into his hotel, and the manager at reception asks the guest if he is going to bring someone, but the question surprises the jock, and he answers no. After looking around and taking a little break from the road, Dennis heads into town to the address Bent gave him. Scott, an old friend of a relative, already knows what the guy was sent to him for, and he promises to find him the most beautiful Thai girl by tonight. The old man tries to ask Dennis about his tastes, but the guy has nothing to say. He's never had girlfriends before. On the way to the hotel, the cab driver suggests that the boy stops at a tailor and Dennis orders himself a fancy jacket made of blue material. Taking advantage of the jock's naivety, the salesman cheats him out of a large sum, but Dennis does not make a showdown and agrees to the price he was told. Back in the room, the guy immediately calls his mother, but no one comes to the phone and he has to leave a message on the answering machine. The courier brings the jacket he ordered, and Dennis gets ready for an evening stroll. After taking a shower, the big man goes out into the city and heads straight to Scott's place. The old man is not deceived. He brings a cute Thai girl to the big guy, who knows her job well, and wastes no time. She surrounds Dennis with her attention, praising his muscles. The girl chases the guy even in the bathroom, showing what she can do, but it only embarrasses Dennis. The couple leaves the restaurant and the jock brings the girl to his room, having paid for her visit at the front desk. While the Thai goes to take a shower, the guy is very nervous and walks around the room, having no idea what he should do. Upon returning, the night fairy voices the rates and Dennis agrees to pay for a whole night, but as soon as the girl gets to work, the jock gets scared and asks her to take her time and first talk a little and tell her about himself. All attempts of the beauty to relax the guy to nothing, and he asks her to leave, paying for the services he did not use. As soon as the door closes behind his girlfriend, Dennis grabs the phone to call his mother, but she doesn't pick up again and the guy worries after spending all night without sleep. In the morning, Dennis goes to the local gym. There he meets a young athlete who knows the jock well and even collects magazine clippings with his pictures and with Toa, the owner of the gym. The athletes have a great workout, and Dennis amazes the young guy with his abilities. He also shows the young jock his posing techniques, teaching him how to choose the best angle. After befriending the celebrity, the local guy invites Dennis to hang out with his company in the evening, but the Dane says he already has plans, though he agrees to take a sheet with the address. In the evening, Dennis comes to Scott's restaurant again, and the old man introduces him to another girl, Knock. The girl also actively grooms the handsome man, again noting his muscular body, but all the guy's attention shifts to the stage, where a Thai blonde artist performs a lyrical song. Looking around and seeing couples in love, Dennis feels uncomfortable and runs away, not wanting to spend time with a girl for money. After wandering around the city alone, the jock remembers an invitation from a guy at the gym and goes to the address he left behind at a cafe on the outskirts of town. The bodybuilders cheerfully greet their colleague, and he joins the company. The guy quickly finds common ground with Toa, the owner of the gym, who buried her husband several years ago. The girl inquires about the handsome man's marital status, and he admits that he has not yet found his one and only. At the end of the evening, Dennis volunteers to see Toy off, and the girl invites the guy to spend the next day together. Already in the morning, the couple rents a pair of mopeds and go on a motorcycle trip around the city. Toy organizes a cool excursion for the buddy. She shows him the local market, treating him to national delicacies. Another couple stops by a Buddhist temple, where they leave a donation, and after that the girl takes the Dane to a wild beach. Dennis enjoys spending time with Toa so much that he tries to kiss her, but the girl pushes the jock away. Feeling uncomfortable, the guy leaves the beach and is about to leave. Dennis' moped won't start, and he has to ride the same bike as Toy. When the couple arrives at the hotel, the girl explains her behavior to her boyfriend by saying that in Thailand it is not customary to kiss in public. To make up for the unpleasant moment, she invites the jock to her place for dinner. Once in Toa's small apartment, Dennis refuses dinner and wastes no time kissing the girl right away. While the guy goes to the bathroom, the Thai woman puts on some beautiful lingerie, but the big guy freaks out again and runs away, without explaining anything and leaving Toy at a loss. On the street, Dennis stops and realizes that this cannot go on. He returns to Toa and confesses that he really likes her and would like to stay with her. The couple spends the night together, but the relationship goes no further than a cuddle. The vacation comes to an end and Dennis returns home. Old Ingrid is happy to see her son, and she immediately sets the table for him, asking him how the competitions went and being interested in the athlete's tan. When Ingrid learns that the boy supposedly only plays 6, she calls it a shame. The boy is hesitant to tell the truth about where he's been. Unpacking, Dennis carefully hangs his blue jacket in the closet and looks longingly at Toy's picture, hoping for an early reunion. Secretly from his mother, Dennis meets with a realtor and rents an apartment that even has room for a crib. At night, the guy can't sleep before the upcoming conversation, and not waiting until morning he decides to tell everything to Ingrid, who is also awake the whole time. Dennis tells his mother the truth about his vacation to Thailand on Ben's advice, and says that he has met the girl he is going to bring to Denmark. Unable to stand the betrayal, Ingrid throws her son out the door, accusing him of promiscuous behavior. The big guy feels guilty and can't sleep. When he finally comes downstairs in the morning, his mother is already waiting for him at the table, ready for a serious conversation. Ingrid tells the boy that he has betrayed her and hurt her deeply with his horrible behavior. She admits that she will never accept his choice, and that in order for her to think about forgiveness, her son must break up with the woman from Thailand and never have any contact with her again. Afraid to raise his eyes at his mother, Dennis promises her that he will break off all contact with Toa and will no longer upset the old lady with his undignified behavior. Dennis returns to training and life goes back to normal, but a few days later Toa arrives in Denmark. The guy happily meets his girlfriend with a bouquet of flowers and takes her to the apartment he's arranged for them. The jock gives the Thai girl a pendant, but the pleasant moment is spoiled by his confession. Dennis makes up a story that his mother is seriously ill and he has to be with her at night, and he cannot take his bride with him so as not to disturb the sick with the presence of strangers. In the evenings, Dennis comes home not to bother his mother, and they have dinner like for decades, and during the day he spends time with his fiancée, walking around the mall. One day, Ingrid runs into her son in an underwear store. The boy tries to get out again, but nothing works, and seeing the Thai girl with him, the old lady realizes that her son has cheated her again. The jealous mother makes a scene shouting rudeness after the couple, and Dennis hurries to steal Toy away. In the car, the boy has to confess everything to his fiancée. He brings her to the house where he rented the apartment for them, and he goes to an old address to talk to his mother. The guy finds Ingrid with her hands cut, and upon entering her room, he sees that she has been injured smashing his things. Crouched on the edge of the bed, Dennis cries, tired from the psychological pressure and not knowing what he should do next. Dennis goes downstairs and tells his mother that he is moving out of the house. He tries to ignore her manipulation, but the old woman continues to bully her son, exchanging anger for tears and pleas not to leave her and send the Taiwan away. The jock puts the room in order and gathers up all his belongings. He treats his mother's cut hand and hugs her goodbye, pretending he doesn't hear her pathetic entreaties. After loading the last boxes, Dennis leaves with Twi away from the town, hoping that he can start a new, independent life, and the girl strokes her fiance's hand, wanting to help him do so.